How did you get the idea of a memory tree?
I go to an activity course called Ladder to the Moon, and each month they give you a subject that you've got to do for the residents. So where they sometimes come together and they just sit there and talk as such, I thought if I put a memory tree up regarding people who've passed away, who are not with us and who are with us, when I put it up they all got talking and all chatting and they were talking about their jobs, and that's why I put it up, mainly for them.
What involvement did the tenants have in making the tree?
I had the carers to help me taking the pictures, and some of the tenants helped me cut out all the leaves around it.
What impact do you think the tree has on the residents?
Well, they're quite impressed with it because each season I can decorate it differently. We just had a Halloween party, so I put all witches and spiders in it, and I absolutely loved it.
Do you think the activities improve the quality of life of residents?
Yeah, I think I do, because they're not too much stuck in their rooms, and they won't get depressed because they come out. We do the bingo here, we have coffee mornings, like I said, we do the Halloween party and Christmas parties. I do think it's better for them than just being in a room and getting depressed.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I am a support worker here and I work with my manager Kirsty, doing various office duties. I'm also presently on a course called Ladder to the Moon, where I'm trying to be an activities leader, or trying and training to be. Part of my role here is to encourage residents to participate in activities with me and to stimulate their minds and improve their motor skills, just like we are doing now. The purpose of this morning is to have quality time with you and to present a This Is Your Life theme live from Wormley Studio. I hope you will enjoy this morning, as I have made every effort to ensure that the entertainment is enjoyable and memorable. I have chosen to do a This Is Your Life theme the old-fashioned way, with the famous red book just like Hughie Green, Eamon Andrews and Michael Astball, but I'm better looking. Our well-known guest has had a very busy and eventful life. I would like to share some of her lovely memoirs with you all. Caroline Emery Pickering, MBE WCR, which means member of Broxbourne Enterprise and a Wormley Court resident. This is your life. Caroline Emery Pickering, this is your life. You were born on the 20th of April 1923 in Tottenham to the proud parents of Jack and Emily Draper. You had 3 brothers, John, Bob and Fred, and 2 sisters, May and Jessie. Sadly, they have all passed away. You were 3 years old when your father died, and your mother remarried a man called William, known as Bill, who you have very fond memories of, and he was the only dad that you knew. You left school at 14, filtering your way through 7 jobs in 1 year, until you found one that suited you best. You worked in a factory called Mills Equipment. There you made webbing, which was used in uniforms such as police, firemen and service uniforms. It was here that you met your late husband George. In 1939, the Germans were bombing railways and bridges. Sadly, the factory got hit and damaged and had to be closed down. You married George in 1942. You were 19 and George was 23. You married at All Hallows Church in Tottenham. Your wedding reception was held at your mother-in-law's house, to which she would not allow any alcohol. Before starting a family, and whilst George was at war, you volunteered as part of the war effort in assembling parts for torpedoes. George also volunteered for the army. He was a structural engineer. During the Dunkirk sieges and on the beaches, where many soldiers were trying to evacuate and get to safety, George helped and saved many lives by helping injured and drowning men to reach the safety of small fishing boats that were waiting for them. After Dunkirk, George was on a short leave. This is when Caroline became an expectant mum. Shortly after this, George was posted to Italy and did not return to England until 1947, leaving Caroline to raise her baby alone whilst living with her mum. In 1944, your eldest daughter, Carol Ann, was born. The rest of the Pickerings were born after 1947. George, Robert, Ronnie, Joan, and your younger son, Mark, who has just celebrated his 50th birthday. To date, you have 17 grandchildren, and as from yesterday, another baby was born, making it 17 great-grandchildren and 4 great-great-grandchildren. After the war in Italy, George came home and became a lorry driver. He was based at Bruce Grove. Then his work moved to Dalston in Hackney. George was employed by 2 brothers. Once they had both died, one of the sons inherited the business, but decided to sell up, leaving George to find another job. George eventually found another job working for an haulage company called Howes. He retired at 65. In the early 70s, you and George bought your council house in Cavell Road, Tottenham. You purchased this property for £12,000. You eventually sold this and moved to Cambridgeshire. You lived in a mobile home for about 2 years. Due to your husband's ill health, you moved into a lovely bungalow belonging to the council. In 1999, George died peacefully at home. After losing George, you underwent major back surgery, to which we have all scrutinised your x-rays. After the death of George, your family wanted you to live nearer them. Your children lived in Nasing, Broxbourne and Hoddesdon. Your name was put on the council waiting list, and 3 weeks later you were offered a place at Grove House. You stayed there until you were 80. A place then became available at Wormley Court, to which you accepted and have never looked back. From all of us here, I would like to thank you for giving your time and sharing your precious memories with us. A special thank you to Yvonne and Wynne for their help in preparing the studio. Caroline, Emily Pickering, this is your life. Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Rose Dodge. I'm going to ask her a few questions about Wormley Court itself. Can you tell me how you come across living at Wormley Court?
Well, my health was deteriorating and I can't do much for myself, I was advised to come here. And I'm glad, yes, because it's company for me, and in any case I fall or anything like that, I've got help. The girls are there ready to help.
What are the benefits of living at Wormley Court?
Well, we get good entertainment. They're all very nice ladies to talk to, and we get together and that.
Can you tell me about the memory tree and what it's for?
Yeah, Gertie got that ready up there. It's a memory tree for everyone that comes in here. Their photo and that goes up there, so that the people who come want to have a look, they can look and see, and anyone passes away, they can remember who they are. Yeah.
What other activities take place at Wormley Court?
Well, usually on a Monday morning we have bingo, and on Tuesday it's quiet, but Wednesday we have a morning coffee, and in the afternoon they have films. On Thursday evening we have armchair exercises where we, do our muscles and legs and all that, and we have a good laugh, and it's helpful for those that have got stiff joints. It's very good. Then Friday morning we have bingo again, and on Saturdays, every other Saturday, they do a buffet of a tea time. I quite enjoy it here now. I didn't think I would at first. You know, if anything happens, I'd just bleep and someone's there to help.
Yeah.
It's very good, and all the ladies are very friendly. So I've got used to it now. Yes.